girls never stood a chance. A trans athlete in the middle school there running away with first place medals in not one, not two, but 3 events hosted for 7th grade girls. Doug Krine's 12-year-old daughter ran in the 200-meter contest and would have won a medal in one of those races, but she was boxed out by that biological male runner in her race.
Tonight we begin with a controversy in the suburbs. Naperville parents packed a District 203 meeting tonight after a trans athlete who competed in a middle school girls track meet blew away the competition, winning first place.
And the girls never had a chance, she said. Shit, I bet they fucking didn't. Fuck me, bro. Here we go again. All the motherfuckers talk about it ain't happening. It don't happen. None of this is happening. Was it Naperville, Illinois? Had a trans girl in middle school join the girls' track team. And they didn't tell nobody about it. And motherfuckers had a problem with it. What I would do as a father if I had a daughter in that situation, I'm not going to say what I think I'd do, but it wouldn't be good. And I commend any father who's in this predicament and can handle it better than myself. Daughter getting robbed at the fucking state track meet by a boy. 350 or something in the state boys. Yo become a girl and start winning gold. But there's no differences, y'all. And even if there was, it's not happening anyway. But if it is happening, it's okay and you should be happy for them. But it's not happening, they say. Somebody filed a Title IX lawsuit against it because it's, against the fucking law and what Title IX is and how it's made and carved out solely specifically for girls. Unless y'all just want to tell me, you just want to do away with sex-separated sports. I don't care. You want to do that? Let's do it. A woman will never win anything another day in her life. You don't care anyway, which I'm sure most of y'all don't. School district held a meeting. Open house, y'all. Come on in and tell us what y'all think about this current predicament. I've unfortunately forced myself to watch a couple of these before. It's usually not the best of humanity. We're going to go into this open-minded with an honest, good faith attempt that the folks in favor of the transes give us a real good argument that might open our mind to something that maybe we hadn't thought about previous. You with me?
Good evening. My name is John O'Toole. I'm speaking tonight as a father, a neighbor, someone who believes in everything the child made in the image of God. I'm here because a junior high trans girl, a beloved child of God, is being pinpointed.
Take a breath. Take a breath, old boy. Child.
Someone who believes in everything the child made in the image of God.
Bro, hold on. Time out. Because they love using that language, like this child's being pinpointed. Bro, it's the only child that's doing it. It's unfortunate. I could argue the whole, if they never did it to begin with, that they never would have been singled out at all. When you're the only one, you're going to be singled out. Child of God.
It is not just being targeted, but being targeted by a political agenda.
Motherfucker, so is your entire side of this fucking argument when you fucking put it underneath the LGB fucking umbrella. I'd imagine most reasonable LGBs at this point don't want y'all even under the umbrella anymore. There are people who don't give two fucking flying goddamn fucks about politics, but hear about a boy beating on girls.
That's not just wrong, it's harmful. As a person of faith, we are called to love our neighbors, to speak for the vulnerable, and to make space for the table for everybody.
Yo, you do have a space at the table, actually. When you started doing the whole trans thing, you actually remove yourself from the table because there are rules and you're not above them. When you don't play by the rules, you can get the fuck out.
That includes trans kids. Kids should be able to show up as their full, true selves.
True selves. Boy, they love that, don't they? True selves. I had to go look this up because I just wanted to be real fucking specific with it. True signifies accuracy or conformity with reality, fact, or truth. True means being in accordance with the actual state of affairs. It indicates that something is not false, fictional, or illusory. The trans movement is so illusory that that is by definition not your true self. If we're gonna go by that whole dichotomy of truth, it is your liar self. So, sorry.
On the field, in a classroom, in their communities, sports are about a teamwork, confidence, and belonging.
And rules. Don't forget that. That's a really important part of sports, is rules. And you're violating them if you were born a boy thinking you're gonna go run against the girls. Fucking cope with your liar self.
Every student deserves that chance, including our trans students. This is not about politics.
I'll keep saying it. It's the lie, bro. It's the lie that you never stop saying. It is about politics. You've made it about politics. You have pushed to involve children. You all wanted to do it. We didn't actually, funny enough. Most of us reasonable, down the middle centerish folks, we don't want to involve kids into politics. You all will be the first ones to cover your 5-year-old in rainbow flags and march them down to the goddamn pride parade. So save me the sucker shit and your righteousness. Oh, oh God. You're a liar, you're a clown, and you don't know what the fuck is going on, Dad. So beat fucking feet, bruh.
I'm just very concerned by the lack of compassion I'm hearing.
Oh, you will have to go through me. Big capital me. You will have to go through me, bro. Ain't nobody gonna have a problem going through you, bro. Oh, tomato looking motherfucker.
For this child whose safety has been put at risk by being doxxed, by having her face and her information put out there because someone didn't like her being with the other girls.
They're not happy that a boy is beating girls. And first off, let me go back just a second. I don't agree with doxing or bullying or harassing any child. Any fucking child. For any fucking reason on the goddamn planet. Unfortunately, you have made this child a part of your political agenda. Whether you see it or not, whether you agree or disagree, you have officially done that. You all need to take responsibility for your actions and what you've created with this. Nobody on the opposite side of this argument is okay with doxing or bullying the child. If you don't get it, you're lying to yourself. But then again, you lie about everything.
And it's just such a shame to see so much hatred within and without this great community. I admittedly am not from here.
Then why are you here? The hatred shit, that really actually irks the fuck out of me. I don't hate many people on this planet, and I don't hate any child. It is truly unfortunate that you've been confused and got by this whole agenda. Nobody hates this child. I'd argue people probably hate you more than the actual child because of what y'all are pushing. I doubt anything will get y'all clowns to wake up. Gotta get through me. He said, you gotta get through me. Bro, never mind.
Somebody mentioned something earlier about being embarrassed. And I'll tell you what's embarrassing. Embarrassing is plastering a minor's face all over social media. Embarrassing is using a kid's name on social media that's a minor. That is abhorrent, it is mean, cruel, gross, it is weird, and it is sick. Okay, that's uncalled for. You should be ashamed of yourselves to even think you can do something like that.
The whole ashamed and all that, if y'all could feel any, I'd imagine you might for what you're fighting for, but I think that'd just be asking too fucking much. Fucking 0 for 3 at this point, ain't it right? Maybe the fourth one might be somebody that brings a little bit of sense and reason to the conversation.
I am a Naperville resident. I'm a pastor in this community.
Fuck me. A fucking pastor. Holy shit, bro. Imagine fucking going to this goddamn church. Yikes.
And I'm a parent of a 7th grade student on the track team at Lincoln Junior High School. Both my child and I support full inclusion for transgender students in every aspect of our schools.
They got the inclusion part. They are included in everything. But if it comes to something with rules, you're gonna have to follow the fucking rules. Children are excluded all the fucking time. Sometimes because they're trans, sometimes not because they're trans. We don't include everybody all the time for everything just because they want it. That's never worked that way. It still doesn't work that way, and it never will fucking work that way. God forbid, unless you crazy wacky motherfuckers get your way. Whew! Whew! No thank you.
I am a cisgender female, a feminist, a former athlete, and a District 203 parent of 3 children.
Ooh, with another you have to go through me shirt. Bro, you motherfuckers ain't gonna be a problem to get through. If and when that day comes and we have to get through you, it'll just be
I am actually missing one of my own children's band concerts to be here tonight because I thought it was that important.
I'd argue that's sad, pathetic, and maybe a little selfish in a way. If you're not going to your child's band recital to do this versus going to something that your child has been practicing for, rehearsing, and getting prepared for probably months to do, but to go fight for the boy who's beating girls around the track. Hey, swing and a miss.
So I thought it was important to be here because we have a group of adults within our community that have chosen to target a child.
You get it? Target a child. They have chosen to target a child. No, he didn't. That like this child is like the catalyst for the actual fight going on here, the fight. But that's what that child chose to do. You're not gonna tell me, yo, they don't choose this shit. They entirely choose this shit. And they do it with the backing of all you wacky motherfuckers. All you crazy, insane motherfuckers. They got no rules, no boundaries, no limits to anything. And just think Pfizer will be the ones to help you accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. You're now going to Pfizer for help, thinking that that's the benefit to the child, right?
As the parent of 2 students in the district and as a woman, I reject the notion that allowing transgendered athletes to participate in sports is detrimental to our students.
Oh, well, I reject that it's not detrimental to the students. Because it is. There are girls who are now losing shit because of boys. Textbook everything opposite of what it is you're saying. The girl who would have placed 3rd place got a bronze medal, instead now placed 4th. That is to the detriment of every girl on that track.
Losing a race is disappointing. It is okay for our students to experience disappointment.
Is it? It's not okay for the boy who thinks they're a girl to feel the disappointment of not being a fucking girl, right? Huh? Make that make sense, as I like to say, right? Make that fucking make sense. Oh, you got to get through me, motherfucker. Talk about, wow.
We cannot protect our children from all the disappointments in life.
I agree, but not in the way you mean it. Holy fucking shit, bro. Whoever this woman is, she needs to re-listen to this. It's not just directed to the people that like don't see it the way you see it. Everything you're saying could be said to the trans girl. Hey, look, you know, we're all disappointed sometimes. That's just the way it happens. But, you know, get over it. Right? Wow.
But we can encourage them to develop resilience. This growth mindset will benefit them in numerous situations.
Right, you'd almost think she was arguing for the side of the not transes. Get over it. Learn resilience. You'll get stronger from it. Not the girls who lost to a boy, but to the boy who took it from the girls. Wow, whoa.
If we truly want to protect our students, all of our students, we will work to address the issues that currently threaten them. Bullying, drug use, school shootings, global warming, human trafficking, and loss of bodily autonomy, to name a few.
Oh, she got the whole regressive checklist in there, didn't she? Abortion, climate change, in school shootings, holy fucking shit. It's like 0 for 6 at this point. We definitely have yet to get like a real solid argument from any of these people. I'm hoping it's the next one. If my daughter got beat out by a boy at like the state track meet, bro, I'd be ready to burn that bitch down. I'd be ready to burn something fucking down. I don't know what it is, but it would not be a good fucking day at Pillsbury's house.
My name is Beverly Trafton. I've been a Naperville resident for about 28 years. My child went through Naper Elementary, Washington Junior, and Naperville North, and it was a wonderful experience.
Next.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Jesus fucking Christ, Grandma. Holy fucking shit.
My name is Dorothy Powers. I'm the proud parent of 6 and grandparent of 7.
Imagine old Dorothy is your pops. Fuck. When you got these type of motherfuckers fighting for you, you're doing it wrong, and you lost the plot somewhere along the way. It's fucking over, Jack. It's fucking over.
I'm Eva Genevieve Scarborough, a very out transgender woman.
No. Would have fooled me, right? No fucking way, right?
And a member of the Naperville community for the past 10 years. Born in the early 50s to a father who was a nuclear chemist and later to be a deputy director of the mass spectrometry lab at Argonne until Alzheimer's ended that career far too early. And an English major mother who in her time here served several years on the library board.
Who gives a fuck about any of that shit? Hey man, my parents are really smart. Two geniuses can't not have a genius. Spectrometer at the fucking whatever goddamn bullshit it was. They ain't you ain't them. So like, man, my dad was really important. He went to like big colleges and did big things. And my mom, she did big things too. You really want to listen to me because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, you don't. And you look crazy. You look whoa with them shoulders. Holy shit, bro. Yo, there ain't a million surgeries in the world that can cut them, bro. They had to slice you like a motherfucking meat slicer. Yo, get them motherfucking tops off. Holy shit.
It turns out that my birth doctor and they didn't see the whole story about me at my birth.
Are we seeing the whole story about you now? 70 fucking years later? You so goddamn motherfucker spun out, bro. You'll never know your fucking real goddamn story.
But only an inappropriately plumbed book cover stamped with an M. It took me the better part of 50 years to understand I'm not an abomination,
Yup.
freak,
Yup.
or horribly broken as I have been led to think.
Yup. Yes to all those, bro. All of them, every fucking one of them.
In those years, and then by a fundamentalist church, the moral majority, the media, movies, ignorant political mumbo-jumbo.
He's an ignorant political mumbo-jumbo. Bro, that's been every one of you lefty wacky motherfuckers. Political mumbo-fucking-jumbo. Nothing. Talk about targets and bullies. Dude, I've known people who like actually enjoy that role, and it's always been like I've never quite got it. Believe it or not, like being a dickhead, being an asshole is something that I never enjoy doing. So when like I see people where like after a couple minutes of dealing with them, like you start to just get that feel from them. You like this role. You really enjoy just like being a dickhead to people. That is half these motherfuckers that have gotten up here like to this podium. Wear that bully badge like with pride. You lift that pride flag up and it just says bully right there. Big fucking bold goddamn letters. Fucking all y'all. Bully motherfuckers.
Thank you. Now, I'm old enough to remember when adults who obsessed over children's genitals weren't allowed within 500 yards of a school. Those were good times.
Nobody's obsessed with fucking genitals. Bro, these motherfuckers argue with straw men. Because there was probably easily like a good 5 or 6 people who were like on the opposite side of this argument. None of them were religious. None of them were talking about genitals. None of them were talking about half the straw man shit y'all actually bring up. To like start your whole thing at the podium with that. It's corny and it's so bad faith. It's childish almost to watch like half the group behind them. 5 or 6 of them just hideous fucking men. Hideous like 60, 70 fucking year old men that are just like shouldn't have been 500 yards from a school. Of all these men right here, how many of them aren't allowed within 500 yards of a school? Yeah, I bet you wouldn't ask him that, huh? I know at least 1 or 2 of them motherfuckers on a registry some goddamn where.
They claim to want to protect girls, yet they have become quite emboldened by the election to the White House of an adjudicated rapist and the fact that the head of the U.S. Department of Education is Linda McMahon, who herself is married to a rapist and who, amongst many other things, is credibly accused of sex trafficking and the cover-up of steroid use, which led to at least 1 murder-suicide.
Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck does any of what you just said have to do with the people fighting against keeping boys out of girls' sports? That's just how corny this shit is. Shit on Trump session. Bro, we'll just throw up everything that, like, you constantly hear on fucking MSNBC, CNN, fucking NBC Nightly News, reading the New York Times, whatever sucker else shit y'all reading. None of that has to do with why these other people are here thinking, yo, we don't want boys in girls' sports. There's no other ulterior motives. Trump getting elected or not, y'all lost like a motherfucker, God forbid. bid, still can't accept it in some like weird passive-aggressive fucking way. Bringing up Trump, an adjudicated rapist. No, he's not. He's not an adjudicated rapist. And if you believe that, go look into a little more. Stop looking for David Pakman or like some other cornball to tell you what you think is happening. He's not an adjudicated rapist. Vince McMahon has got nothing to do with any of this, as if like that's why these guys feel the way they feel about it. Like, you gotta see how corny that shit is, right? I know any honest motherfucker sees it. I know, like, there'll be some wacky motherfuckers that end up on this that still don't get it. And they're thinking, like, yeah, Trump is a rapist. And that fucking Vince McMahon, yeah, it's his fault that that dude got on steroids and killed himself and his family. Blah, fuck me.
The fact that they saw these people take over and thought, finally, our voices will be heard, should tell you all you need to know about Awake Illinois.
He said, bro, that one chick the whole time is like, fucking crazy bitch, fucking right next to her daughter, just as spun out as she is, unfortunately. Trump winning or not, these motherfuckers were fighting this shit 5 years ago when Trump wasn't in office. When he was in office, when he wasn't in office, now he's back in office. Bro, it's the same fight from most the same people. Bro, like, that's just the sad part about half of this is like, most y'all just won't get it. It's about motherfuckers like who know the reality of the differences between men and women and think, wait a second, if we got Title IX to protect solely a girls' sports, why are we letting boys in it? Old boy can think whatever the fuck he wants, but the moment, he thinks he's gonna go play against a girl, bro, like fucking, there's a Twitter, I think it's something like, it's like high school boys versus like Olympic women, and it's high school boys track numbers against Olympic women numbers. It's not even close. Like, it's out of this dimension once you start comparing like the fastest high school boys in the country against like the best gold medalist women runners on the planet. And you motherfuckers that like read these sucker ass like biased straw man fucking studies that like make y'all just believe all this wacky shit that motherfuckers have known for a millennia, for thousands of fucking years. Like, this shit has been settled. Like, we know men are stronger and faster than women. Women can do things better than men. Being faster or stronger is not fucking one of them. Fucking like the moment you put a goddamn bottle to your mouth, fill it up with testosterone, there will still be a portion of the men that you'll never stand a chance with. It just won't happen. Like, it's unfortunate for yourself, but like, cut these straw men out, bro. They're corny as shit, bro. Like, you're not half as smart as you think you are.
The only way they could possibly make a strike against others was to wait for literal criminals to come to power.
Bro, he's still talking about Trump. Like, he's still talking about fucking Trump. Like, fuck. Blah.
It would be sad if it wasn't so appalling.
I'd argue giving a fucking 12-year-old boy fucking women hormones is appalling. Cutting the healthy breast off a 15, 16-year-old girl is appalling. I'd argue that putting a boy in the girl's locker room is appalling. There's a lot of things I think are appalling. Unfortunately, you're too dense to get it. So, like, I guess I'm just wasting my time with old fucking hippie-yo here.
They also like to wield religion as a cudgel to attempt to make some point.
When they want to use religion, like, we're all God's children and we're just God's children. Like, that religion as a cudgel, that's perfect. That's totally okay. But if somebody on the opposite end of that is religious, which I'm telling you, I haven't heard one religious argument from any of these motherfuckers on the other side yet. But he's arguing with straw men is what he's doing. Like, he's arguing with shit that nobody came there and fucking argued. But it's so convenient to, like, you get the pastor shorty up there. They love her. They love her, and that's what Christians should be, and that's what Christianity is. But as soon as somebody on the opposite end of that argument says something different, that's a cudgel, and you're not gonna use that. I'm not listening to that. Bro, it either works or it don't. Like, you can't have it one way and not the other, you fucking hypocrite clown.
So I'll counter with this actual fact. I have 4 daughters, one of whom is trans. Of those 4 children, only one was baptized. I'll let you figure out which one that was.
What? So because she got baptized, she's trans, would be the implication there? Oh, okay, hippie-yo. Well, I'll give you this fact. Of my 4 daughters, I had one who was baptized, and she's the trans one. I don't know, what do you say to that, religious folks? Fucking clown.
Now, I have custody of all 4 of my daughters.
That's unfortunate. Truly is unfortunate. This might be the one few cases where I think mama might be better off with them than old Pop here.
And as I said, they're all girls. Right now, they're all at home, alone. If the awake lunatics here are to be believed, I need to rush there and save my 3 cis kids who are no doubt getting, peeped at in the bathroom or assaulted or beat at baseball or something. I don't know, whatever bonkers thing they want you to think that trans people are going to do next.
You got nerve to call somebody a lunatic or bonkers. Fuckers will hear old yo talking and be like, no, yo, they're worried about your daughters at the house alone because one of the sisters might be peeping at the other sister or beating her at baseball. Whew, God, bro, like, there's only a couple folks left. There had to have been somebody, right? There had to have been somebody made some sense, right? Like, somebody, please, God above, somebody, Satan below, send me somebody with some reason, please, anybody.
This is a child, and yet there are dozens of people here tonight that are okay with bullying a child.
All night, bro, like, there are adults here okay with bullying a child. Stop saying it. No, they're not. It's not the child. Stop saying that. You're fucking lying.
She deserves to play sports, play girl sports, because she is a girl.
No. Actually, she is a fucking boy and should play against the boys. Duh! There's like 100 of these motherfuckers here to talk this night. Like, I only got like 10 of them. They don't get any better. Like, they're all just this fucking loopy. Thinking everybody else is crazy while they make no sense. Nothing. Like 0.0 sense.
I am a college professor.
Now it all makes sense. Why half the world is insane and you aren't any better because you're a fucking college goddamn professor talking this bullshit, bro. That's wild. That's fucking wild.
Many of you have spoken on the biological nature around sex, and you are correct. Sex is biological.
Did the professor just make sense? Just say something that just like completely negates everything everybody's been saying all night long? Oh, but she can't let that go. Yes, guys, I know there's differences between biological sexes, but.
However.
Oh, however. Same thing, but.
The narrative that females are XX and males are XY is actually an oversimplification of biology. There are differences in where biological males and biological females build up their muscles, absolutely. But there is nothing that proves that biological males are stronger than biological females.
Yo, I can feel like my brain cells just kind of just floating. The atmosphere, like, listen to these people. A professor. The audacity of somebody who is a fucking professor at a fucking college get up here and sound this motherfucking 24 goddamn carats stupid. Insane to where, like, imagine, like, you got the nerve to call something oversimplification. It's truly as simple as men and women. There are variations of XXXY. That's not the end-all be-all with what makes a man and a woman. Bro, it's nuts and ovaries. You make fucking testosterone with your nuts. You make fucking estrogen with your goddamn ovaries. If you weren't born with one of those, and I'm not talking about intersex, you clown, and 95% of you motherfuckers aren't intersex. We're not talking about intersex like the actual legitimate abnormality that is actual intersex. If you were born with nuts, no ovaries, you're a fucking man. If you were born with fucking ovaries and no nuts, guess what? You're a fucking woman. That's as simple could ever fucking be goddamn simple. Wow.
This is, I'm getting slightly off the point, but I still had to say it. Just like sex is a false binary, so is gender. Gender is also a spectrum. It's something that we feel and it's something that we choose.
No, you dingbat. Gender was something that was created just with a slash of sex. Sex/gender. We all knew what it meant. Like, everybody knew what that meant when they were asked that on a form. It's only the last 10 years that you lefty loony motherfuckers had just fucked it all up for the sake of, I don't know, just like destroying everything. Because you obviously like aren't on the side of little girls if you could side with a boy like beating up on them. So just save me the righteousness, yo. It's so arrogant. It's so like snobby. It's so just like fucking like rude almost with these people to just have this arrogance to where like they've actually thought this shit through. You haven't. You're an ideologue. You're just parroting the same shit other fucking ideologues think. It's retarded. Actually, there's some child, some goddamn where in this country, paying for a class that this chick is the teacher of.
I know to many of you in this room, you think I'm spreading ideology, but this reaction is rooted in fear.
Fear. You don't know what fear means if you think this is rooted in fear. It's about respect. It's about boundaries. It's about making rules and giving a place for girls to have something of their own. Because if it weren't for that, girls 99.90% of the time aren't gonna be involved. If it's just the best of the best, whoever makes the team makes it. There's not enough space for everybody to make the fucking team. Inclusion is like something that can never happen. It can never happen. You'll never fucking make it happen. In your communist fucking utopia, inclusion of everyone and everything will never be a thing. You will exclude things just like you love to exclude half of this crowd in this room because they see it differently than you. Of course, you'll just sum it all up under bullies and targeting and harassment, and they hate them and they fear them. All of it's wrong, it's all a lie, and it's all a straw man. And like, that's the foundation of everything you believe. Imagine that.
I am truly sorry that this world has become so scary for you that you are terrified of something as simple as a kid playing a sport.
No, but whatever. That sounds condescending sucker shit on Horrell, bro. That dude's got more fucking patience than me, because I'd have been looking her straight in her face. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of some 7th fucking grade boy running around the track beating girls. I got a problem with it. It's not fear. It's not hatred. It's just about doing what's right, what's fair. That's the best we can ever do, is shoot for fairness. Allowing a boy into the girls' sports is everything not that.
My name is John Higgins. I'm a member of the community here in Naperville and also a taxpayer. I have 2 students in the district and elementary school. I'm here tonight because I'm concerned about a lot of the issues that people have spoken about. I'm a father. I have a daughter. And I understand a lot of the concern about it. I understand a lot of the things that people come here and they worry about what's going to happen with their daughters.
He understands. He's a father. He's got 2 children. So far, not crazy, right? Sounds reasonable. You really don't know what side this guy's going to go on. Maybe, he like wraps this up in something powerful and like, proves the point, changes everybody's mind in this room. It'll happen.
And at the same time, I think you need to address what that fear is, what that fear is based upon.
Fear, there it is again, the fear. Okay, I'm starting to realize, okay, maybe you're probably a lefty loony. You're just better at like hiding behind some veneer of like calmness and quietness or something. I'm not quite sure. Immediately going to the fear thing, the transphobia.
I'm a trained attorney, been an attorney for 32 years.
Yo's a fucking lawyer? Oh my God, imagine, bro, you got a goddamn court case and this is the lawyer you called. Whew. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Call the bar, try and get this man disbarred because he shouldn't be able to fuck nobody over the rest of his career.
And I like to look at the premise of people's arguments.
Ooh, the premise. Come on, wrap it up, lawyer. You're running out of time, bro.
Look at what it's based on. The fear you're hearing tonight about transgender students is that there's just thousands of them and they're going to invade girls' sports.
Bro, I forced myself to watch this entire thing. It was like 2 hours long. Not a single motherfucker walked up there talk about there's thousands of trans children doing this. Everybody knows it's a small number. If it's fucking 1, it's 1 too fucking many. Stop strawmanning this shit, bro. Got the audacity to stand up here like, oh, you gotta understand the premise. Fear. You can't be the one to tell it because you don't get it, Mr. fucking lawyer, clown, cornball motherfucker.
The truth is, there are more kids that have gotten measles in West Texas than there are transgender students in this whole godly country.
In this whole godly country. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, we know that, dickhead. We know that. If y'all are truly in the search of, like, trying to find middle ground of where we can all understand one another, you gotta stop lying about us. You gotta stop strawmanning us. Nobody's claiming that there's thousands of these people. If there's 10, it's 10 too fucking many. Cut the shit.
And they're not going to invade anybody's sports.
They're not going to invade anybody's sports unless, the ones who have and have already done it. And the one that they're talking about today. He's not talking about any of those. He's talking about all the other ones. They're not going to take over, guys. Only the ones that they already have taken over. Of course, Mr. fucking lawyer.
They're not going to take much from.
They're not... What?
They're not going to take much from.
I don't think they should take anything from us. Least of all the girl who now loses. Least of all the girl who's trained and sacrificed and fought to get to where she is in this sport and to let it go to a boy. Fuck that. Fuck all that. And anybody fighting for it. You too, fucking Mr. Lawyer. Not gonna take much. I'm not gonna let you take any fucking thing if I have anything to do with it.
That's the truth.
You're a liar. Stop saying truth. Because you don't fucking know what the truth is.
But what is it based on again? You'd like to, some of the people in the community and some people outside our community that are here, most of them, including the person that's filed the Title IX complaint, are not from our district.
And either was the cornball earlier in favor of you. You had no problem with him, right? Good for you when you want it to be. And when it isn't, like, yo, you shouldn't be listening to these people. Yo, they're not even from here. But the guy who's not from here, who's fighting with us, you gotta get through me, he fucking says. Fuck you, bro. Like, a fucking lawyer, bro, can pick up a case and file it. It's that fucking simple. I'd imagine the lawyer would know that. But I don't know what this guy's the lawyer of. He's a fucking airhead.
And so they're bringing their outside influences to our district. They don't belong here. They don't pay taxes here. But what is it based on again? They don't want to attack the kids because that would make them monsters and that's not going to get them anywhere.
Everybody else is saying that they are attacking the kids, that they're pinpointing it, that they're singling out, that they're fucking putting a target on them. And it's like, it's sad that like he can kind of like grant that like nobody's gonna attack the kids because they know it would make them look like monsters. All these people know that. They're very aware of that. That's why they don't attack the child. It's not about the child. The child is just the link to the problem at this point. Just like it's just so dishonest, dude.
So they don't attack an LGBTQ kid and they're going to say, oh, I love the kid and I don't want to hurt the kid. Of course, if you go on Awake Illinois' Twitter feed, you'll see a whole bunch of posts from people that dox the kid, have the kid zoomed in on their face, and they retweeted it and liked it, but they don't want to dox the kid. They don't want to hurt the kid. So. Sure, got it.
Sure, you slimy fucking weasel, bro. Like, you can't be like talking about what people do on Twitter as if that's like the people in this room. Like, bro, if you got like a specific case of somebody doing it, but like somebody sitting here with you right now, call them out for it, prove it. But like this whole like umbrella of all the shit that's happened on the internet has now been like reflected onto these people who like, yo, I don't know if these people did that or not. And it's wrong to anybody who does.
What it's really about is fear. Again, LGBTQ, fear. A lot of that is based on their particular biblical style of life. Some people believe in it, some people don't.
Then why are you bringing it up? Nobody's brought up fucking religious. Nobody's brought up fucking God or none of that shit, bro. Like, yet they keep bringing it up. And of course, it's not like the pastor that was on there earlier. Like, it's none of that, bro. It's straw man. They've been burning straw man all night at this place.
As a public school system, we don't follow any particular religion. But really, they don't want LGBT kids around.
They don't want bro, ain't nobody whatever, dude, whatever.
They don't believe that they exist, especially trans kids. They don't believe it.
It's easy to not believe in something when you know you can't be it. At best, you can look like something that you aren't. That doesn't make you that. And you know that. Like, deep down, you know it. Like, you know you can't be what you wish you were. It has nothing to do with, like, motherfuckers not liking LGBT. It's a cult, is what it is. The lot of yous. And, like, it's gonna take something wild to get y'all to wake up. Some mean fucking cup of Kool-Aid or what. But until that day, y'all are just dug in with the wackiness.
That's what they've created because that's the only way that they can get around it in their biblical view. So what created it? It's not the kids' fault, because they're just kids. What created it? Well, really, it's all of you. And teachers' unions, and teachers, and really rich Democrats.
Time.
Oh, bro, they shut that up real quick. He said,
Time.
Time? Oh, you mean I can't stand on this soapbox for 3 hours and talk like the worst lawyer on the fucking planet? Bro, it was painful to get through that goddamn hour, or 2 hours, whatever the fuck it was. There wasn't many motherfuckers that actually had the balls to get up there and talk some sense. There was one woman, one motherfucking woman who was fearless and went up there and told them clowns every fucking thing they need to hear. Unfortunately, they weren't listening. They were too busy waving their fucking trans flags.
My hat, thanks to XXXY Athletics, displays XX and XY, female and male chromosomes. XX cannot become XY and vice versa. There is no transformation. There is no trans. For this district to claim otherwise is a lie so egregious you might as well scrap all biology classes.
So egregious, you might as well scrap all biology classes. She's got a point. I know you like to think everybody else is a science denier. It's you lefties.
Today, Wake, Illinois filed a federal civil rights complaint against District 203 with the Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights for violations contravening Title IX protections.
And I hope they win. I hope they fucking win. I hope they fucking wreck that entire goddamn school board. I mean, unless y'all just want to get rid of biology and get rid of girls' sports. I mean, if that's the case, just be honest about it. Just like be upfront about it. Let everybody know, like, well, I don't believe in science and I don't think girls should have their own fucking sports. I think you'd get a lot of respect if you just did that. But then again, y'all are the lionest motherfuckers on the planet. With your true self. My true self. I'm being my true self. I mean, it's everything I'm not. It's everything I can't be without, like, the intervention of Pfizer. I can burn this goddamn school board to the fucking ground.